What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I was trying to edit a video for y'all earlier, and my camera was, I guess the format that it's shooting is like too big or like too good for Apple devices to handle, or just mobile devices in general. So it wouldn't do that. It wouldn't import over to my phone so I could edit it, or my iPad. And I don't have a laptop yet, so we gonna be stuck on the phone till I get my laptop. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna jump in the shower real quick. I'm not just waking up, but I had to rush this morning to go to driver's training because I had slept in, I was tired and whatnot, and I've been working. So, but yeah, man, I need to get better at talking faster and getting to the point, because my clips be way too long. And as y'all seen in the last video, that meal prep video, it was long. It wasn't supposed to be that long. It was supposed to be like a 15, 20-minute video, and it came out to 38. But yeah, so I'm gonna just jump in the shower, and then after this, next time I pick up the camera, y'all will see me. We're gonna be jumping into what the video is about, the story time. Pretty sure that's what the video is gonna be about. You will see by the thumbnail and the title. But what's up, YouTube? I'm back, and my bad, it's a little bit hot, but I'm back, man. And this video is gonna be about my journey being a high school athlete out of a small town, and you know, the different sports I played throughout high school. I'm coming up on my senior year, class of 24, and you know, just everything that I went throughout my high school year or high school career, the different sports that I played, and just kind of, hold on, I think what I'm gonna do is, no, but yeah, I already talked too much as it is, so we're gonna jump right into this. This is gonna be a little bit of an introduction video as well, but not an introduction video, but like a about me video. So for those of you who don't know, which is most of you, oh no, before we jump into the video, if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you go down below and do so. I check my analytics, and a lot of you guys are new viewers, so you know, what's up, welcome. You know, hopefully, you know, I thank all of y'all for watching my videos and liking my content. You know, make sure you like, subscribe, always, 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 and don't forget to hit that post notification bell, because I will be uploading at least twice a week, at least. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's jump into the video. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Brian. I don't really got a nickname that I go by on social media, and I don't know if I'm known as anything else on social media, but my name is Brian. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm class of 24. I live in Saginaw, Michigan, and I go to Eartha Hill High School. Not much to that, man. That's pretty much it. My freshman year in high school, I played football and I ran track. I'm gonna put a picture right here of me playing football. It was fun, man. I started playing football in 8th grade, and I loved it. I started playing with my best friend. Put a picture of him right there, and that was my, like, he like kind of convinced me to play football. And you know, since that was my friend, you know, I wanted to do whatever he was doing, so I went ahead and played football, and it was fun, man. I fell in love. I fell in love, and I was like, I started to get serious about it. And then coming up on high school, this was around when COVID hit, so I had a lot of free time on my hands. So I was trying to train. I was trying to get real serious. I was seeing all these recruits get offers or, going to college, and they were like highly ranked or whatnot. And I was like they were like either, well, for my position, they were either like my size or smaller, or like, it was like they were either like my weight. No, everybody was smaller than me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody was smaller than me. And so, and I'm 6'2", about 6'2". So I was like watching their highlights and whatnot, and I was like these guys aren't that good. And I was like, and they're smaller than me. So if I play at the same level as them, or if not better at my height and size, then I should be able to get an offer and go D1. That was the dream. I wanted to go D1 really bad. And, coming from a small town, growing up, didn't really have it like that. That's the dream. Everybody want to make it out the ghetto and play D1 collegiate sports in general, but especially D1. So, and at the time, my dream school was Auburn University, to play football for them down in Alabama. So I don't know what made me fall in love with that school, but I wanted to play football for them so bad. And and craziest story ever. So one time when I was one day on Instagram, I got a notification, and it was like Auburn football started following you. And I clicked it immediately, and it had a check mark. And I clicked the page, and it was an actual football page. And I was starstruck. This is like my freshman year going on my sophomore year. And I'm just like this is it. I'm finna get into my dream school. I'm finna play football for them. And like how Instagram has I'm gonna put a picture of it right here, but how Instagram has the notification tab, telling you the activity or whatnot. I went back to that, and I was finna screenshot it, and it was gone. And, they followed me and unfollowed me. And I was like, what? I seen you follow me though. And I think I tried to DM the football page. If I did, I'm gonna put it right here. But I think I tried to DM them, and I said something, and they never replied, of course. But that was just so crazy to me, and to this day I don't have any proof of it. It just it happened. But yeah, so played football. We didn't win a game that season. And I didn't really get too much play time. I wasn't that good at what I did. I didn't have the right cleats for my position. I had lineman cleats trying to play wide receiver, tight end. It was just all bad. But I could make a whole video about football. But yeah, we're gonna get past that. So coming up on track, this was my first year running track. Obviously I'm tall, so I was tall, and I used to play soccer when I was younger, back in Texas, when I stayed in Texas, when I was younger. So I thought I was pretty fast, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot, try to get faster. And I think I didn't really have a event, I didn't have, going into track, there was nothing that I was excited about. It was just me trying it. So I tried track first year, loved it. I got injured multiple times that season, and so track season was over, jumped into my sophomore year. I trained all summer trying to play football,
And then coming up on season, I didn't play my sophomore year. I had a friend who convinced me to not play that year, and he went ahead and played anyway. So I really got played, and we were like the same height, same size. We were basically like the same person. It was like, it was two of us, and we were both wide receivers. And he convinced me not to play. I really regret that decision to this day. I really wish I played my sophomore year in football. And I mean, that's it. That's really it. Like, I just didn't play. And so, coming up on my junior year, last year, this was coming up on my junior year, I trained all season again, or I trained all off season again. I'm sorry, I skipped track sophomore year. Sophomore year, I ran track again. I got injured and my season got cut short again. If you look on athletic.net, they weren't really, I don't know if this goes for like Mile Split and them and whoever else other states use, but they weren't really, athletic.net, at least our officials, they weren't good at keeping track of our scores and our times and whatnot. So really just all bad, terrible. I guess because we were a smaller school and we weren't as competitive. I don't know. But yeah, if you look on there, I'm gonna put it right here. It's probably gonna be like 2-3 times out of the whole season, and then I got injured, and the doctor didn't clear me to go back. He didn't clear me to run, or she didn't clear me to run for the rest of the season. And I think I was out with a pulled, I think it was I don't remember what it was. It was something. I pulled something or something like that. And so that's my second year of injuries, and so this recent year, my junior year, I played football and I ran track. Picture of me playing football right here. Y'all gonna see this in the last clip, but I'm gonna put a picture of me running track last year. I got pictures of that. Not sophomore year. So, my junior year, I played football. I ran track. Football, I trained all summer again, like, third year training straight. Me and my coach we were cool at first, but this year I was dating this girl. My junior year, I was dating this girl, and I was working. I had got a job in the summer, and so I was working and I was doing football side by side. And so for the most part, it was working at first, and then towards the end of summer, the times started to clash, and I was like, it would be some days where I wouldn't show up for practice because I'd be at work, and then it was just some days where, I'm not gonna lie, it was some days where, no, that's a lie. I never missed a practice. Like, I'd never skipped a practice. So like, that's just like me saying like I wasn't gonna go to practice. I never skipped a practice until the end of summer, because he was pissing me off. But so yeah, like, I would be working and I would be going to practice to the point where I was taking my football equipment to work, and going to work sweaty and tired, plus working like a 6-hour shift. I was on my grind. I was trying to keep up, trying to get a college offer for football. My time was starting to wind down, so I was like really serious about it. And also, summer was coming to the end, and my coach was starting to, there would be some times where I would leave a little early to make sure I got to work on time, and it'd be like an hour left to practice, which is still a lot in terms of football. and practices was like 3 hours, something like that, 2.5, 3 hours. It was like 3 hours because I used to stay 2, and I missed the last hour. And I was on scout team, and so we was coming up on season, and you know, I was doing good. You know, well, let me rephrase. I didn't miss. I didn't. Wow. I didn't start missing practices until like school started. I don't think. It don't matter. School started. I was still working. I was still dating that girl, and I was still playing football, of course. So we had our first game. I don't think I got any. I might have a picture of it. I might not. I don't know. But we had our first game, and I didn't really play, and it was a little bit frustrating. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit frustrating, and you know, like most high school athletes, I was frustrated because I'm like, you know, I showed up all summer, and we didn't really have wide receivers like that, let alone like people my size and build. So I was really confused and frustrated and a little bit hurt. And I thought me and my coach were like on good terms, and I thought we were seeing eye to eye. And you know, I didn't play much that game. So I was like, okay. And like I told y'all, I was serious about football. So I'm just like, okay, I just need to put in more work. And that's the mindset I have when approaching it. So the next week before the next game, I was just like, this was our first game we played. I'm gonna put it right there. But we played them, and then, what time is it? So, okay, we still got time. So we played them, and then the next week we were playing Midland Dow. If you're from Michigan, Midland Dow is they're, you know, pretty decent. I'm gonna just say that. You know, no disrespect to them or nothing, but they're pretty decent. And so I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna put in this work. I'm gonna make sure I remember all the plays, make sure I know what I need to do. You know, I'm gonna try to go crazy next week. Come Midland Dow, I should have a picture of. I just remember something. That's a time for another video. But I should have a picture. I know I got a picture at the picture of me warming up, but the other picture shouldn't be the same one. But yeah, so we went to Midland Dow, and when I tell y'all, I didn't see a lick of that field. I didn't play not one snap. And when we got in the locker room, the coach was, I don't know if he said this the last week, or I don't know if he said this in the locker room that game, but he was like, don't walk up to him asking him to get in the game. He was just like, don't. So I ain't asking him to get in the game, of course. And oh my God, I just remember something. So during the game, he was looking to substitute somebody, and he was substituting a wide receiver, and he was looking through our helmets to like see who he wanted to go out on the field, and he looked at me, and then he went right past me. I was like, yo, and everybody was staring at me because it felt like forever. Like when he was literally looking me dead in my eyes in my helmet, and he went like this, like he was gonna point at me. I swear it felt like forever. And everybody was staring at me, and I'm looking at everybody else, and I'm looking at my coach, and I'm waiting for him to tell me to get in the game and what to do. And he keep going. I made up my mind in that split second. As soon as he did that, I was like, what the? Bet. So he did that, and you know, time going by, I'm just watching the game. You know, I'm watching my position and what we doing, and I'm reading the plays and whatnot. And I'm hearing my coach call out plays. And so when he called out the play, I'm looking to see. I'm getting too deep into football. Yeah, football was. I ended up quitting. I quit that Sunday. That game was Friday. I quit that Sunday. Turned in my equipment that Monday. The next day we had school. I quit. I did. And I was because I was taking time out of my job to play football. And when he did that, that's like, you know, like that's not like showing any appreciation for your player. And he would say at practice, like, I would tell my coach, I'd be like, I want to do this, coach. Like, this is what I want to do. I know we don't have many people who do this. I want to play this position. And my coach, he was kind of fair when it came to that. He was like, he wouldn't just put you at that position, but he'd be like, okay, show me. So like, you know, scout team, I would have an opportunity to show them. I was scout team. I was all-star scout team. But when it came game time, I didn't see a lick of that field. So yeah, I ended up quitting. Yeah. And then they ended up switching jersey colors. I'm gonna put something right here. We went from the gold that y'all seen to that black. We went to all black. And I wasn't a part of that. I wasn't on the team no more. I ain't give a damn though. I was making more money because I was getting more hours. And I didn't tell y'all. My coach told me, he was like, I'm not putting in no time, or he was like, I'm not putting in no dedication or something like that. When he didn't see me juggling, you know. And so I'm just like, nah. I ended up quitting. I don't really regret that decision. Not gonna hold you. I wish I could have played for a different team. I do. And you know, at practice, like, I was grinding, bro. Like, I wish we recorded our practice, because there was some times in practice where I was grinding. Like, one time, I think my glasses had fell off mid-route, and I still caught the ball. Like, you know, as a wide receiver that's big, you need to see the ball. And for my glasses to fall off, because I think it was like playing like one-on-one or something like that, and he might have swiped my glasses off, but I still caught it. And so I'm like, yo. And then there was another time where we were like doing footwork drills, and I slipped, and the quarterback threw the ball, and the ball, like, I tried to catch the ball real fast. The ball popped up in the air, and I, like, you know, like, I was like reaching out for it, and I was like diving into the grass, and I ended up making a catch too. But and you know, he was like, in that practice, when I did that, he was like, you know, good job, I see you actually working. And I was like, thank you, coach. Just trying to be humble, you know. I've always been a really humble person. But yeah, so quit football that year, or last year, and so I'm locking in on track, because I'm like, after he pulled what he pulled this recent season, and he ended up saying something about the girl that I was with. I'm not with her no more, but he ended up saying something when I was with her, some out of pocket, multiple times. Luckily, I ain't do nothing. But anybody else would have probably swung on him or something, you know. But yeah, he ended up saying some out of pocket stuff, and so like now I just don't fuck with him. And so, you know, obviously, if I go back to that high school, I can't play football next year. And I like football, you know. Football is cool. You know, did he ruin football for me? Yes. I don't have the same love for the sport as I did, because, you know, he really made me feel like I just wasted my time that summer, and that those few weeks where I played for him. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. So one practice, my coach was like, we was finna play Lapeer, and my coach, one of the coaches, walked up to me, and he was like, "We gonna need you for next week." And yeah. I quit a few days after this. I didn't quit that Monday. I guess not. So this is the third week. The third game. This game we played whoever. This game we played Millendale, the second game, and then the third game was Lapeer. Lapeer was on the block, on the whatever they call it, on the clock, and he was like, we were in practice and we was doing our little thing or whatever, and I think I was at linebacker, because since we were a small school, even though we're Saginaw United and our teams are combined, we still have to it'd be like you pretty much got to play like 2-3 positions. So you usually play offense and defense. It's just given. But so I was playing linebacker, I think, and he was like, "We gonna need you for Lapeer this week," and I was like, "Okay." And guess what I did? So I think I did pretty good in practice that day, and then the next week or game time, guess who didn't show up? I didn't show up. You gonna make me sit on the side of the field? It wasn't that coach's fault either. It wasn't his fault. It was the head coach's fault. You gon' pass me up and then like tell me like I'm not putting in no work when I've been grinding all summer. Okay, when you need me, I'm not gonna be there. So for Lapeer, I wasn't there. And I was, that was my little get back. I'm just like, I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, like cool. And so and then the next week I ended up turning in my equipment, and that was it. But yeah, he did me dirty, so I got my little get back. It is what it is. Said and done now. But yeah. So, he really ruined my high school career. And it was some rumors that we might get a new head coach. So at one point I cared about that, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be able to play. But now I don't care. But so yeah, sophomore year or junior year of track, I'm approaching the season. I quit football and I can't play football again. So I'm locking in on track, and I always loved track. Like throughout all my injuries and whatnot, and the years, I still love track. Same love, same appreciation. But now that I'm getting older, I know my high school career is gonna be up. I'm locking in on it. So I'm getting, more and more serious about it. I'm working out outside of track. Before my track season, I was working really hard, and I'm just trying to get ready for I'm just trying to get ready, And so I'm doing my little workout, whatnot, this, the way I look now, I didn't look this way a few months ago. Honestly, this was a summer thing. I didn't used to be this big, whatnot, defined. But so my brother passed away, and my older brother, my only brother, he passed away in January, and I'm gonna put a picture of him on the screen, me and him. I'm gonna put some picture of him right there, and he passed away in January, and track didn't start till March. And, I told you I was working out and whatnot during that time, and I was working too, and I ended up losing my job after he passed, and I didn't work out for a minute after that happened. I couldn't work out, and I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm only 16. I'm gonna put that in the beginning of the video about having. I'm only 16. And my birthday is in November, so I had just turned 16. And so the year started off like that. I lost my job, I lost my brother. Most importantly, I lost my brother. And that really, it changed everything. And in terms of like, it was really hard to focus on everything else, like school and track and just, normal day-to-day life. Like, that stuff was hard. But, luckily, or by the grace of God, not luckily, I stayed in good physical condition just before my season started, like sometime in February, like maybe like 3 weeks before season started, officially, before practice started. I got an email from a college in Arizona, and it was about track. They wanted me for track, and this was really big for me. And it was the first time I had got anything like this. And I was so excited, but I was so focused because, they always say the first one is the hardest to get. And then once you get the first one, they just roll in after that. It's kind of true. So I had got the Arizona, I'm not going to call it an offer. I was in contact with the Arizona coach, not Arizona State, not Arizona University. It was a NAIA school in Arizona. And I was looking into them and I was like, okay, so let's lock in. So going into the season, I was more serious than I was before, more disciplined. And I was eager. I was very eager because I came off a season-ending injury the year before. So I was really, I rehabbed a lot. I stretched a lot. I took care of my body. I was working out. And now that this college want me for track, well, possibly want me for track, let's get it. So that was like the first week. Not the first week. That was like I got an offer. Let's just say like the second week of February. Third week. Let's say the third week of February. Fourth week or the next week, I got another email from another college. This one was to sum it up for short, I just kept getting I had got like 3 before the season even started. And the next 2 were D3s. Oh, I remember. Concordia in Wisconsin, I believe. Shout out Coach Sean. He's a really cool dude. Really cool. Really, I have so much respect and appreciation for that man. He's a really good dude. And then I got another D3 email from somewhere. Not to say that I don't care, but just from somewhere. Because I'm trying to, yeah. So, jump into, so now we're practicing for track. And we're practicing indoors though. And most of the other high schools, I guess they were already having meets. And they were, they were outside, they were already, they was, yeah. And we was the only ones, well, it felt like we was the only ones indoors conditioning and, not doing nothing. It felt like they wasn't taking it serious. So a lot of people started working out on the, go into a track on their own time and whatnot. And, stuff like that. So, fast forward, first day of practice, I think I got a phone call. And it was from the coach in Arizona. And it almost felt surreal. Shout out Coach Will. That's my guy. But yeah, so I talked to him on the phone that first day of practice, and I was talking to my friend about it, and it was just crazy. So I was really excited at this point because I don't think we had talked on the phone yet, and he was checking in with me, about the season popping off. So fast forward to the first meet. I'm gonna just fast forward to the first meet. I got burnt in a 400. I run the 400, and I had got burnt by this one kid from Midland. I think it was because it was at Midland Dow. So he burnt me, and I came in second. But he didn't burn me. He just, it was a gap. I tried to outrun the lactic acid, so I wasn't running 100%. And I might put a small clip right here. Or I might just insert the clip right now. But yeah, so I tried to come out the blocks soft, and I was really nervous because it was my first time running since I had been injured. So I was trying to play it safe. I really was. And I ended up running like a 50. I didn't run a good time, I'm not gonna lie. And it made me really upset after my race. And the kid, I was just really upset with my performance. And I was really upset with me trying to come out soft, because it's track. Like, you're gonna get tired, the lactic acid is gonna build up, whatnot. It's just something that's like the stuff that you can't avoid about track. And so I'll put my time whatever I ran this. And if y'all want a link to that full race, or if y'all want the link to the full race, I'll make a video on that, and I'll but I'm taking forever. I'm trying to skim through it, but it's really hard to make a short video about my 4 years or my 3.5 years. So, skim over the next meets. I end up like in the middle of the year, not in the middle of the year, in like the middle of the season. The coaching staff it was, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into detail about it right now, but it was just weird. Head coach ended up getting fired. The coach that took over, something happened with her at one of our practices. Not like something bad, but like something between me and her happened at one of our practices. And I was just like what did I do? Like, she snapped on me. And so, I was, at this point, I was kind of confused. And like, y'all probably thinking at this point, like, nah, it ain't the coaches, it's you. But like, I swear, like, I'm not seriously doing anything. And for those who's gonna say, coaches are hard, that's just coaches, or they must have seen something in you. No, they were mean. Well, coaches are naturally gonna be mean, but they were like personally mean. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I know the difference. I know how to not take something personal, but you can't not take something personal if it's personalized. It's just not how it works. But yeah, so track season came to an end. I didn't make regionals or states or whatnot like that, but my teammate did. I'm gonna put him right here, Raymond. He broke the school record and he made nationals. Shout out to my boy Raymond. That's my dog, for real. I'm proud of that boy, for real. But yeah, that's my dog, for real. But yeah, so fast forward and track and whatnot, school came to an end. At this time, this after like right before school ended, I broke up with my now ex, but at the time my girlfriend, and I'm gonna cut that out. But yeah, so school came to an end and summer began. I didn't have a job at the time. I didn't have a job. I wasn't doing nothing. I was bored at the time. After when school ended, I wanted to get into photography, cause forget it. Shout out Narcissist. Put them right here. They their videos and video content like that made me want to get into photography, videography, so I could make content like that. So I shout out to my mentor, because I wanted to get into videography, photography at the time, and he ended up buying me my very first camera. This is a Sony H300 Cybershot. H300, yeah, H300. And started camera. I was trying to learn the ropes, whatnot, and this camera taught me so much. It's a fixed lens. Here, let me turn it on. This boy run on batteries. Oh, hold on. I forgot, when you turn it on, you can't leave a lens cap on it. So as you can see, there I go. No. Yeah, this camera really taught me so much about what f-stop is and ISO and all that good stuff. Obviously my mentor did too, but dang, it's been so long since I even turned this boy on. I'm gonna forever keep this camera, because this is what made me, yeah. So it was a gift, so especially to me. But yeah, shout out my mentor Thomas, Mr. Thomas. But yeah, shout out to my mentor. He helped me get into photography, videography. He even took me to one of his shoots, one of his jobs, and I learned. I did some on-hand content or on-hand, yeah. And after I got my job, I saved up some money and whatnot, and I was able to upgrade to a Canon T100. See if y'all can see it. And this is the kit lens that it comes with. It comes with the, hold on. It comes with the, this video is gonna take forever to edit. It comes with the, yeah, 18 to 55. That's what the camera looks like without the lens on it. I am currently in the market to get another camera with a flippy screen. So instead of it having, I'm gonna turn this camera on for y'all too. Oh, hold on. Is it not charged? I'm tripping. Oh, the display just wasn't on. It comes with on black, but I switched it to white. That's the viewfinder. That's how you actually see. Let me try to lift it up for you so you can see me through the camera. The viewfinder is how you see through the actual camera. But you can, there's a way to flip it to where you put it on a display. I just don't know how to do it right now. But yeah, I'm in the market to get a flippy screen camera. So I was gonna trade this one, but I'm gonna keep my camera. Yeah, I want a flippy screen one. But yeah, I use this camera for photography and videography right now. And I was gonna shoot this video on this, or I was gonna upload one of my previously shot videos on this, but I don't have a laptop. Y'all know why. It's in the very first clip of this video. But yeah, so fast forward back to what I was doing this summer. I was doing that. I was doing photography and videography because I wanted to get closer to those. I wanted to get closer to sports cars, specifically the Mopar community. You know, Scats, Hellcats, RTs, you know, all that good stuff. And because I want a Scat myself, and so I figured if I can get closer to them, then eventually, you know, I can make contacts, and then I'll be in one myself. But well, that's Khalid. Hold on. But yeah, so that's what I like. That's what my plan was. And I end up marketing and connecting with a lot of people through this, actually, you know, offering to shoot car pictures and videos of their car. You know, I got, you know, I got a few people with cars, not only just the Mopar community, but sports cars in general. I end up marketing with a lot of people through that, and there's actually still a few projects that I'm supposed to do, actually. Yeah, so that was my plan. And so, you know, I just continued to work throughout the summer, whatnot. And you know, I've always liked basketball, but I never played for my school. And I figured, you know, once I go to college, why not try to play basketball? The worst that they can say is no, you know, like I not get the opportunity to do so. So I bought a basketball. My basketball is sitting over there in the closet because I was messing with it earlier. And, you know, it'd been a minute since I picked up a basketball, so it took me a minute to get not only comfortable, but for me to start getting back in the groove of like being like decent at basketball and handling the basketball. And by the grace of God, the worst that they could say was no. So I filled out a lot of recruitment interest forms for basketball, and one school got back to me, and that school was Albion. Actually, I got the shirt right here. Yeah, and the coach, the assistant coach, Coach Frisbee, he invited me to come to their camp. And so I went, And actually, the week before I went, I bought my basketball. But I was still trying to, like do basketball workouts. No, I bought my basketball not a week. It wasn't a week. It was very soon though. Like the camp was coming up, and I bought my basketball, and I started working out my basketball, doing handling drills, whatnot. And I was grinding because, you know, I was grinding, and I wanted to show out at the camp. Not show out, but yeah. So come, we go to the camp, whatnot. I'm gonna make a story time on what exactly went down at the camp in itself, but you know, I went to the camp. I did good, but I didn't do good, if you know what I mean. As you can see, it's the lanyard. But yeah, so I did good, but I didn't do good. But the coaches liked me. They liked me, and they appreciated my performance and my effort and my hustle. And that's all that really mattered. Everybody wants to do good, but that other stuff matters just as much as performing good. But yeah, so did that wasn't a long time ago. That was maybe like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was like a good 2 weeks ago. And Coach Will moved. Coach Will, the very first college coach to contact me about track in February, he gave me a phone call about a week ago. And he let me know that he moved to a new university. He moved to a university, and it's in Oregon. And just talking to Coach Will in itself was very exciting. Once I heard he was out in Oregon at Bushnell University, and once I heard that was in Tracktown, USA, in Eugene, Oregon, I was hyped. I was pumped, and that was just really exciting to hear, and I'm really excited to go visit up there. And obviously I'm gonna bring you guys along when I go visit, but yeah, it was really exciting and fun. And he wants me to if you know how college coaches are. He was like, if you're still interested in joining my program, my coaching beliefs are still the same and whatnot. I'm just at another program where I can do more and offer you more. And so I appreciated that. And, obviously I'm interested. I'm very interested. And that's for track. So, that's it. That's catching y'all up to my journey as a high school athlete. I'm really blessed. I'm extremely grateful, and I'm extremely humble. My advice to anybody who's coming up in high school or who's currently in high school or anything like that, keep grinding. Put in the work. Please, put in that work. Like you clocking in, clocking out from work. You always gotta put in that work. Even when ain't nobody watching, when you think don't nobody see you, you just gotta put in that work. And, like I said, stay humble. Like if you're like faster than somebody, or like anything like that. Just stay humble. Um, there's always more to learn. Um, like, for instance, for example, I end up connecting with another high school athlete at one of our meets because he was faster than me, he was bigger than me, he was stronger than me. He he was, yeah, I don't know what more to say. He was a better, bigger, better, faster option. I don't know how to say that without sounding weird. But so but he was really humble about it when I approached him, and I was like, coming off an injury. What can I do to get better? What can I do to get faster? I'm just talking to him, and he just, extremely humble, cool dude. And we end up locking in over the season. Shout out my boy Mario. He cool as hell. Real cool, humble dude. I hope he's doing good. But there's always more to learn, So don't be afraid to. I'm not gonna lie, it might be some cocky dudes, females in track, y'all just gotta kind of you gotta know who to ask, who to, people are people. People are gonna be people. So it ain't really no way around that, But he was really cool and informative. Luckily for me, really cool and humble dude. So yeah, just put in the work. Don't stop grinding. Do not stop. Just keep working, even when it don't feel like enough. When you don't think nobody is watching you, just keep putting in the work. It's not gonna be easy by any means. It's not gonna be easy. I wanted to quit multiple times throughout high school and my season. This, I don't know. It's a battle. It's a struggle, but the ones who don't give up, and this goes for anything. If y'all don't take anything from this video, remember this: the ones who don't give up are the ones who succeed. That goes with anything. Anybody who don't give up are gonna be the ones who succeed. Yeah, I don't really know how else to explain it. Time, effort, dedication, and practice, success. I don't know what more to say. There's, x equals y, or x plus y equals z. Yeah. So I'm just extremely humble and blessed and appreciative. I used to growing up and entering high school, I cried and prayed for nights like this to be well, I'm not a college athlete yet, but to even have the opportunity to perform on a college level. I used to cry and dream over stuff like that. And seeing growing up, seeing people all these highly scouted recruits, go off to big schools, and I wanted that. I wasn't envious of it. I just wanted that, And by the grace of God, I put in the work and whatnot, and I was able to, I'm able to have the opportunities that I do now, and I'm extremely grateful and appreciative of that. But yeah, man, that'll wrap up this video. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep running it up, man. My views been going crazy. Y'all boys haven't been subscribing like that, so don't forget to subscribe down below. On the road to 1K. It's really big, but for right now, we're gonna focus on a smaller picture. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and then we're gonna be on the road to 200, and then 300, and then 400, and then 500, and then 600, all the way to 1,000. So man, y'all keep running it up. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't already. If you like the content like this, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. I think I already said that, but yes, don't forget to like, comment, share. Man, I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so grateful to have, you know, this to shoot YouTube content on, and even my phone. You know, I appreciate y'all. Let me know if you have any questions or anything like that below, and you know, if not, you can DM me on Instagram, whatnot, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.